need to see if we're live. Cool. It seems that we are live. So... let me hold up. Hold up. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be attempting to explain time travel. This all came up when I accidentally explained Back to the Future. I'd say decently well. At least it made sense to me. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that again. Just because, yeah, all right. So if I was doing this on a whiteboard. So the markers that I used were red, green, obviously, purple, obviously, and I'd say cyan. All right, so time travel. Let's work on time travel right here. So Back to the Future. If you remember how it started, let me get a base block here. So it started in 1955. Let me get some signs. Let me get some signs for some elegance or whatever. So it started in 1985, I think. I'm pretty sure. That's when this took place. And at some point way back then, in 1955, I think these are the days. I hope they are. In 1955, Marty's parents met, all that stuff, and then it happened, and then here, and then it all just kept going on forward as time goes. This is a timeline, and yeah, it just keeps going. Actually, no, we'll just stop it right there. All right, cool. So this is how it originally would have looked like if nothing had happened before. Let me see how we're sounding like. Okay, we're sounding pretty good. That's that. But then, a DeLorean. Okay, scared me. A DeLorean was built, which, okay, so if I remember correctly, they did this stuff, and they went back in time. So let me do this little right here to 1955. And while Marty was there, he changed some things up. He changed it where his dad was a lot more confident. His dad was a lot more confident in himself, and that made a brand new 1955. 1985. Where this time, hello, Yayan. Hello. Yeah, this made a new one where we're explaining time travel from Back to the Future. So yeah. In this new world, George McFly was a lot more like confident and stuff, and Biff was just there, waxing the car and whatnot. And then that timeline continued till 2015, because Doc, he went forward in time to see how the future was and stuff, and he learned about Marty's kids and stuff. But that didn't happen in this timeline. That happened in this timeline. You get me? Because he couldn't have used the DeLorean to go back here to then go in this way, because this is already there. This is already permanently changed. In fact, I'll put a stopper block so you know once that it's stopped. What's a block that can't move? Where's Obsidian? Yeah, there you go. Like, this time is done. This cannot be altered in any way, shape, or form. And yeah. So, 2015, they went forward in time, and it's like, oh, we got to help your kids, Marty. So they did, and then Biff. Biff. Old Biff. Yeah, his son's name was Griff. His grandson's name was Griff, and Griff did the whole thing with the car, the motor, not the cars, the scooters. No, skateboards? Hi, Froggy. They did thing with the scooters, I think. Or skateboards, I don't remember. So then Biff went back in time, just to avoid overlapping. I'm going to go under now. Biff went... Actually... Yeah, he went. How will I do this? Oh, I know how to do this. So I'm gonna change. Hold up, let me. Perfect. So okay, just to make it a bit more easier on my head. So you went back in time there, and that caused a new timeline. Now in this one, why do you still call me Frog? My username is it Mitsuba? Is that how I pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Mitsuba? Mitsuba? Uski? I don't know. Mitsuba. All right. Hello, Mitsuba. I can't words. Biff went back in time to create a new timeline. Mitsuba, yes. Oh, perfect. Hello, Mitsuba. Welcome. And hello to Yeon. Hello, everyone. Biff went back in time to, not here, but all the way to, where is it? Oh, yeah, I didn't add this here. There's a 1955 here. 1955. Yep. He went to the 1955 here and gave himself, a younger version of himself, the book, the World's Almanac thingy, which once again created another. Yes, it created. I'm not gonna add that yet. It created another timeline where, when they go back to his modern age, I cleaned my room. Nice. It created a brand new 1985 where he's the one in charge. So their plan was to go back in time to this moment, because this moment hasn't been finalized yet, because they still have the possibility to change it. You maybe think, oh, couldn't they have the possibility to change this too? Yes, but they'd have to interact with themselves, because Marty was directly linked up with it. But they made it so Marty wasn't linked up with this at all. So it was perfectly fine. They got the book back, and they were able to cut ties with this one, leaving this world just go on by itself in its decrepit fashion. It's not that I got a friend request. Okay. Cool. They can't go back to this world, and this world cannot be changed. So they went back to the red timeline again. But something happened. Hold up. 1 second. There you go. But something happened. Doc got shocked with some lightning and was sent... 1950, yeah, okay. So I need to rebuild this red timeline. To, I think it's... Is it 60? Okay, let me look it up. When does Back to the Future take place? I guess I should check all of them. 1985, 1955. They did not go to 2021. They went to 2015. What year did they go back in the third one? Nope, not 1985. March Travels, 1885. Oh, dang. Okay, so I was right. 1885. Okay, cool. I know I wrote 16 there, but I wrote it there. Whatever you do, oh. Okay. Anyways, sorry. He gets sent back into 1885. So no, not that. Not that Mitsuba. Oh, why am I getting another friend? Who's friend requesting me? They go and sent back in time. The Doc got sent back in time here in this area. Let me extend it a bit more. And so Marty went back using DeLorean from 1985. No. Oh, wait, what happened to that movie? No, yeah, in 1955, Marty is stranded here. Why the sad face? No 6'9". No. Why the sad face? Sorry. He goes back to 1955 to meet up with the Doc. We'll just say, I don't know. Meet up the Doc, then he gets sent back in time here to 1885 to then, save the Doc and whatnot and whatever, which we'll start with the green line, I guess, here. Because he does that, and then he gets sent forward back in the time with the DeLorean over here. The reason why there's no changes and differences, I'll say, is because the newspaper clipping was there. It was always the same. It was in this timeline to begin with. So whether it's like, oh, newspaper Kipling, oh, new timeline, whatever. It doesn't have to, I mean, if you want to see it like that, it could be like that. But if you want to see it like that, every little decision that they made would also create another timeline that they can go back to. But because, I'll explain that when I'm done. So yeah, they did all that. But then, oopsie poopsie, let me use a lighter green. There you go. Machine, which was the train thing, and he went forward in time again. What flavor of ice cream comes to your mind when you think of the name Brandy? I just think of the song. You're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. Brandy. I guess wine, even though it's not a wine. He goes back to this to. Yeah, he goes back to 1955 to say hi to Marty, and then after that, he just goes anywhere in time that he wants to, which here I guess we could... what do we put out here? Just time. I'm just going to put time with the smiley face. Ice, my favorite ice cream song. Hey, it is a song. It's from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's pretty fun. Smiley face. Goes out and ventures through all the different time zones of whatever he wants to and whatnot. Beast that scared me. But yeah, then that shoot. That's Back to the Future basically. And it could be the way Doc explained it, he explained it like so we got our timeline, Marty, and then it created a bent in our time, creating a new reality. But if we go back in time and fix it, this one would have never existed. That's not fully true. You can't kill a timeline. It's like let me build a tree. Why do I need to build a tree when I could just place one? It's like a tree. No, I'm gonna build a tree. Time is like a tree. It got branches and stuff. You know, it got funky stuff that it doing, and all that fancy jazz. And each like let's say this is the Back to the Future one. Okay? Yeah. And all the leaves are different possible realities of whatnot and whatever happened. Please place it better. And all that fancy jazz. You can't just like, oh, it looks like, let's say, this timeline went a bit haywire. Let's cut off an entire log. But you can't really cut a log. You can't cut air because it's not actually there. It's not a physical thing that you can hold. If you wanted to get rid of a timeline, an entire universe worth of stuff, you'd have to either kill the entire universe, but they're not trying to do that. They're just trying to get rid of the time that was in. But you can't kill time because it's not real. It's not a thing you could touch. So if you want to kill time, you kill the tree. You kill all of it. At least that's my way of thinking. So it's not that much that they are like destroying a timeline or whatever. Like the Biff being in charge timeline never happened. Because it happened and it's still happening. No, I'm actually going to delete that one. There you go. But yeah, that's each timeline continues going on. I put the stoppers here because they don't continue on with it. Same goes with that one. But everything else just continues fine as normally, except for Doc, which presumes to make even more timelines and stuff, more branches, if you will. I can probably orchestrate that with, like, make it look like there's different branches happening and stuff. Different stuff being slowly, just more. Ooh, uh-oh, that's bad. But yeah, not necessarily bad since he's the only one operating on that field, but if there's other people, that would be a bad. But yeah. Hello, Pavender, welcome. We just explained the Back to the Future timeline with this nifty glifty chart. Now, someone name another time travel movie. Someone name literally anything else that is time travel, and I'll try my best to explain that, I guess. What other time travel stuff do I know? I guess I could do the popular one, Endgame. Alright, for endgame, let's use around the same colors that I used this one. All right, so this was Back to the Future. I'm going to write a sign. Let me... Because I like using them, I'm going to use the glowing squids. Yeah. Yeah. 2015, and then... what about... Oh, Loki! That's a good one! I'll do Loki. Ooh, actually, yeah, that entails kind of the entire MCU. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. This will be fun. So, I lost 3 friends because I called my... interesting, Mitsuba. I'm also gonna just remove that one too, just because I don't... Just gonna behave yourself. Alright, Marvel timeline. Marvel colors is red, so we'll use red. And terracotta to give some variation, I guess. So, Avengers. There's gonna be a lot. I said Avengers and I'm like, wait, that's not what happens first. Alright, so we have Captain America. And we have... Okay, I need to do the exact same thing I did last time. Alright. So oldest in the timeline, if I remember correctly, is Captain America. Then we have Captain Marvel. Then we have the Thor's... The start of Tony or whatever. Blah, blah. Avengers. So let me... Okay. I'm going to write... Stark. And then we're going to write... Marvel. And we are going to write... Rogers. 1. All right. Rogers, Marvel, Stark, and then here would be, I'm going to say Avengers, because I was going to write Loki, but yeah, it doesn't really work. Avengers. All right. So after Avengers, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to skip some other stuff. Trying to think back. Nope, because something does happen here, which would be Guardians of the Galaxy. I am so cool. Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then Endgame. Yep, this is Marvel. Endgame. Did I spell that right? I did not spell it right. Yeah, I didn't. Whatever. All right, so. Cat in a box. How'd you do that? How'd you make a cat in the box? I get so distracted so easily. Wait, I have a cat in the box. Monkey. Nice monkey. I have a cat in the box. Mitsuba, put a cat in the box. Oh, no, you have a cat in the box. There's... Oh, I see the cat in the box. Nice. All right. Anyways, let's focus. Marvel timeline. This is the base stuff. Then, they were like, frick it. Let's go back in time. So they did. I'm going to use the same chart as last time. They went... Ow. Hold up. I need to refresh the page. All right, cool. Sorry. All right. They went back in time to different spots. Turns into... No, don't do that. One into the Guardians in the 2014. One in 2012. And yeah, I think that was it. They did these to get the stones. Yeah. They did all this stuff. They gathered the stones. Spoilers for Endgame, by the way. They gathered the stones, but oopsie poopsie, something went wrong and they lost the Space Stone, which they had to go back there. Dormiendo gato. Does that mean sleeping cat? I'm not sure. Oh, I failed Spanish. They went back in time one more time. Not there. Around this era to get the Space Stone, and then they all went back forward in time again. So I guess we could Okay, let me... What's a bright block? Your bright block. This, and then mixed in with this. Oops. Mixed in with... I guess I'll use this one. And then this. So now I'm going to mark which way it went. It went this way. I think it's a sleeping cat. I thought it was a dog. Could be a cat. I don't know. They go this way and put it there. And then we're like, okay, all good. So I'm going to, yeah, okay. When all of them went back to their time that they were supposed to. Let me do this, that. Let me add this bump here. And then, sorry, this is going to take some work. I didn't expect it, but it is. Where are the chains? I want to use the chains. There you are. Okay, I guess I don't need the glowing sack. Nope. No, double no. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. Like that. And they all got linked up together again to, yeah, go back. Let me actually change this one so it's a bit higher. They went back in time. I mean, forward in time again. And, oh no, Thanos. Oh man, that was the fighting, blah, 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 blah. I get the time stones back. Ah, it's all good. Like I said, spoilers. You know, I'm Iron Man and whatnot. So then they went back in time. If I remember, maybe I didn't need this many colors. If I remember, okay. So they sent him back. Again. I'm going to use this color. Because if I remember... like the Ancient One said, there would be branches starting to appear. They took the Space Stone from this place, so a new branch started. They took 3 stones in one area from this, 2 stones from this area in this place, and started a brand new timeline. Let me actually, okay, yeah, this is where I use the different colors. Oh, that is lime. All right. Create another timeline there. And let me delete the terracotta. Yeah, terracotta's maybe not the best color to use. And then this one also spawned another timeline too. But Steve went back in time again to return the stones to each place. Fixing this one. Continuing forward. Nope. Fixing that one. Let me actually, I'll try to have I'll have the visual representation of it. That of it was there, still there. And then back behind again. I did miss the Thor. Same difference. And then fixed that one too. And somewhere he was like, hey, you know who I miss a bunch? Let me label these again. Alright, then these went that way. And then somewhere in between the timelines, he's like, oh, I'll go chill with Peggy Carter and stuff. I guess it's spoilers. But the TVA is a thing that exists. And the TVA's job is to make sure Christmas Esposito, Minecraft. Yep. Not exactly time travel stuff, but yeah. Their job is to clip all the branches. But since Steve clipped all the branches, they didn't... Gamora. Oh, yeah, Gamora. We'll get to that situation later. So they clipped all the branches. That was their job. But Steve did it for them. Except one tiny little itty-bitty issue is that he stayed behind with Peggy, I'd say around Stark era. I'll put it right here. Which is, I'll just label it as Steve stays. Or just Rogers. Just Steve and Peggy. Let's gonna do Carter. Yeah, that's nice. So he decided to stay with there, and Gamora not actually dead. What? I don't get it. This wouldn't really, at least I would think, people are like, oh, wouldn't this like affect like the timeline or whatever? Like, oh, Steve being there would be a mess. No, for the same reasons that this timeline didn't get into a mess, even though they went back in time and fixed stuff. They pruned the branch, and since they didn't interact with themselves, and technically he did not interact with himself, everything became perfectly fine. So, yeah, that's all perfectly fine and dandy. Now there's a Loki. I'm going to use Netherrack with this because... Nope, not going to use Netherrack. I'm going to use Crying Obsidian with this. Nope, not that either. I'm going to use... I'm going to use Hay Bales with this. So, what happens in Loki, if I remember it correctly, in Phase 4, this is the Marvel timeline. So what happens in Loki is there's an event right here, which they call Nexus. The Nexus event, which is when So everyone, spoilers for WandaVision and Loki and everything in Phase 4, and I mean everything in Phase 4, like everything but What If, because I'm not going to spoil What If right now. Dang, was that a fun episode. Anyways, a Nexus event happened. This was caused by, spoiler, Wanda becoming the Scarlet Witch. Because that kind of introduced, it's like mutants, like a prophecy of a mutant, except she wasn't born that way. So that's not necessarily supposed to happen or something like that. It could be that or like Loki and Sylvie's love, but like really love? Why not just power? Raw, literal, reality-bending power. But who knows? This crap happened. There was a lot of back in time and forth, but like I said, they could, like, in case something goes haywire, like, oh, look at that, oh, that's bad. They're just like, okay, no more. And then clip the branch. But now there's no more TVA. So everything just slowly started to continue moving forward in the chaos that it is. And oh, is it beautiful? Everything kept going and going and going. And not just stuff forward, but also backward in time. This also created their own branches, which is how you get spoiler, and spoiler. So new realities and then all that stuff happened. But technically, for the same reasons why this one works, as long as there's nothing that can, hop in between dimensions. Oh no, this one should be this long. I forgot how she got her powers, but I think it was due to experiment. It was due to the experience with the Mind Stone. They did that on Wanda and Quicksilver. I forgot how her powers, but I think it was due to experiments being performed on her, and she was the only one of the experiment that didn't die from the stone she interacted with. Could it be like she always had? Like she always had the power, but it was just not an issue of unlocking it because it was already a bit unlocked as shown in WandaVision, but it was of a harnessing it even more, like amplifying what it could have been. Then that brings the thing. Oh yeah, and the stones probably don't exist anymore because they kind of got. Well, no, did they? Yeah, they don't have stones. Who knows? The whole issue of Wanda's. Yeah, the whole issue of Wanda to me is pretty strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, okay, so she was the Scarlet Witch, but she also wasn't. She was just a person with powers because there's no mutants in the MCU. Oh wait, there is. I don't think she always had it. Well, WandaVision says otherwise. Which could be a part of this too, like the whole multiverse starting to break off, and she suddenly got these new powers. But hey, who knows? But yeah, as long as no one that has the ability to jump through these different like portals and stuff, technically, like everyone's safe. Nothing bad's gonna happen because there's no source of bad except if you spoilers for No Way Home trailer. It seems like Strange's doing a little spell that might involve I want a different color, different bright color. Yeah, this one. That might involve bringing in different spider people. And wait, I must have missed that? Yeah, it was in the season, like nearing the last few episodes. And then also some other characters too from other things. Kind of just all this stuff. 3, and I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but like, come on. It's No Way Home. The trailer shows Strange doing whoa stuff. Green Goblin Bomb from the Raimi movies. Freaking Dr. Octavius from the Raimi movies. Electro. Sandman. Hopefully from the Raimi and the Web movies. It's gotta be a multiverse movie. Come on. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. So yeah, this brings more stuff. More, we're fricked. But overall, the MCU, this is like a perfectly knit package. There is other webs that started, but Steve was able to clip them off, and the Sacred Time was able to continue as normal. Any piece he didn't get, the TVA was able to fix. But because this stuff happened, this kind of like an overlying. Actually, I might switch the block. I forgot it does that. Breaks stuff apart. There's now an actual multiverse to fear, and like for the characters to interact with and stuff. Because before then, you didn't like the time travel. Heck, I could have just done this because of the TVA existing at the time. The Marvel timeline just looks like a straight line. The back in time stuff was stuff that was supposed to happen, so it literally did not matter at all. But since the TVA eventually did fall, which also means that no matter what, they would have fallen because the TVA had no chance of actually surviving for as long as it did. It was going to eventually die, and He Who Remains didn't know about it. He's like, oh, you guys do whatever you want because I have no idea what's going to happen, but it was going to die, and that means it was always destined to die because there's no such thing as time where the TVA resides in the quantum realm, if you want to think of it like that, if you saw those theories about it, but... But, yeah, so, like, technically the TVA was never gonna succeed in the first place. They were always doomed to fail in the end, which means that all these movies about, like, oh no, what a big shocking reveal that... What a big shocking reveal that, like, oh, there's gonna be Tom Holland and freaking, not Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Miles Morales and the other spider people, the freaking pig, are all gonna group up together. It's gonna be Captain America and Captain Carter and Captain Communism or whatever, all teaming up together to fight against, like, freaking Thanos with, like, a beanie or whatever, and Wilbur Soot with an Infinity Gauntlet, like, freaking John Stamos with a gun or whatever, like, but, you know... Besides from the fact that they were technically always going to fail, yeah, that's a Marvel timeline. Just a straight line until it doesn't make them a straight line. And we can't really go on from there because we haven't actually seen the movies. Yep. That's it. That's basically it. Any other time travel movies everyone knows? And then Loki, they just go back in time, but they always fix it. Wall? Yeah. It's weird, but like, in the end, it was always going to be a multiverse. Well, what's another time travel movie / film? I could do Doctor Who, but that's like what are they doing? Like, they just like freaking in Doctor Who, like. Let's see, maybe I can explain it. You got any concrete blocks that are blue enough for the TARDIS? This'll do. You can use iron doors. I'm going to use this. Yeah, their system was very unstable. Yeah, exactly. Like they had no chance. I forgot they had the TARDIS had a glowing thing. Yeah, they're the lantern. Yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah. Back in my day, I used to build these everywhere, and they were like waypoints to get to different areas. So if I remember. Nope, one a bit higher. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was kind of trying to focus on building it. Doctor Who. What do I say? Like, freaking... It sure got me into sci-fi. Yeah, me too. I mean, that was one of the things. It taught me what sci-fi was. Time travel and Doctor Who. There's not like time and real. Okay, so if you want to imagine the Endgame quantum realm and stuff, think of it like that. Except this thing can do whatever the frick it. The TARDIS can do whatever the frick it wants, whenever the frick it wants, however the frick it wants. Anytime there's a time portal loop, oh, just do some magic stuff and stuff will happen. It's rather strange. It's one of the things that like you don't explain it. You just know that it's a thing.
That's just it.
Well, what other? He travels a lot with an accomplice. I guess he fights bad guys and he's a doctor. Yas, Doctor Who. That's all I really got. Like, I don't know what much else to explain. So it's more just for the show. Stay for the join for the cool actors. Stay for the drama. What other time travel stuff is there? I cannot think of anything else. Which I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. All right, there you go. I need more room for this. One, two. There we go. Maybe Meet the Robinsons. I have not seen that either. How much time travel stuff have I not seen? I do not know. Oh wait, no, Meet the Robinsons. Wait. Have I seen that? It's a... Yes, I think I could do Meet the Robinsons. All right, let me build this doohickey here, and then we will get started. Fun. All right, cool. One, two, three, four. Welcome to me doing Redstone. All right, so it's too fast. So I just need to delay it. Fun. All right, can you die? Fun. All right, cool. All right, so flashes. Cool. Let me get a swirl effect going on. Nope, I said swirl effect. Crap. It's Meet the Robinsons. It's the kid with the blonde hair, and he like meets his son and stuff. And there's the time bowler hat guy. Am I thinking of that movie? Is that the right movie? All right, and then that, and then fun. Oh, wait, why is it delaying? Where does it die? Here. Better idea. I need to, okay, so I need to put this here. Then there. Yeah, okay, cool. And then, so I need to make it so that top block does not get lit, because I just want the bottom block too. Does that, no, that doesn't change anything. What if I put it here? No, okay, so it still does it. Also, this does relate to time travel rather, but other Alzheimer's. Have you heard of the... Yup, the album at the end, the album called The End of Time. Spoilers, but that's something that we're going to be doing eventually. Sorry for yelling. But, and yes, the hat guy. Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Goob, right? He's like, hey, Goob, you want to play? You want to come to my house? They all hated me. Yeah, I'm that kid. I'm that kid in real life. Also, if you're wondering what I was doing... Yes, I do know about it, and I do have a plan to listen to the entire album on stream. Can't be this week, though, unfortunately. Oh, it doesn't go up to here. I guess that's okay. I could just switch it to the blocks, the blue blocks. Use lapis. Goop. Yeah, Goop. That's his name. Thank you. There he goes. It's like, whoa, time travel. I don't think it's as fast as I want it to be. Wait, why isn't that lighting? It does not connect. Okay, and then we need to... I want to break the signal. Let's, excuse me. Goob, not doobie. It's all good. Let's do 3 instead of 2. Cool, that's 1 pulse. Yeah, that's fun. Whatever, it's fine. There's a TARDIS for you. All right, Meet the Robinsons. Let's see if I started listening to everything at the end of time last December. I yet to reach stage 6, still on stage 5. Ooh, I haven't gone past stage 1, mostly because I keep repeating. Oh, okay, I'm gonna play that song in my headphones. After the, it's just no, I'm gonna do it right now. It's so okay. Just everywhere at the end of time. I do want to do this on stream so bad. Because I think it's be really fun and fascinating to have. Yeah, the first song. It's just a burning memory. This I was gonna listen to with GDA originally, but I wasn't able to. Because yeah, whatever. Sorry. Meet the Robinsons. Let's see if I remember. That makes a pretty sound when placed. All right, so we start off movie. Boom. We need to get a timeline, central timeline, fun. All right, cool. We're going to have the obsidian blocks again just to pinpoint when the timeline actually stops and when it does not. Continue, and we're going to get the smooth stone to represent pinpoints. Okay, but it's burning memory, so calm, makes you love the song. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, back to me. Meet the Robinsons. All right. Bum 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 bum. All right. So it's the year, who knows what, and then it's the year in the future. Okay. So if I remember, I do not remember the time. Let's say 2014 and then 2114. No, that's too fast. Time to look it up. When does Meet the Robinsons take place? Wow. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, there are 2 voices for Lewis in Meet the Robinsons. Wait a minute. So, Meet the Robinsons, Lewis is a brilliant 12-year-old kid with a surprising number of blah, 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 blah. Bow hat guy. Okay, so apparently the voice actor for Lewis began recording the voice in 2003, but as he grew, his voice changed, and they had to find another kid, and they found Jordan Fry. He was originally Daniel Hansen. They found Jordan Fry, a young actor who sounded much like Daniel. Wow. Huh. Bambi 3. Wilbur Robinson? A Day with what's Wilbur Robinson? Wait, was it a book? It was a children's picture book. You gotta be kidding me. That's okay. So it takes place in 2037, but that doesn't tell me when it actually is. That in the future? Okay, so the future part of the nope. The future part of the film is all right. No, there you go. Okay, yeah, this is the 4 timeline. So it takes place in 2037. Wow. Okay, so now when is the actual... Yeah, there are. No, I thought it was because Lewis meets his older self towards the end. No, not because... I thought of that too. I'm like, is it because of that? Because I think that was kind of obvious, but yeah. What's wrong with Goob? I missed the winning catch for him becoming controllable. He was in a bad mood. Anyways, okay, so when does Meet the Robinsons take place? Present? Okay, so it was made in... Wait, yeah, okay, so 2000... I was about to say, it was made in 2007, so I guess 2007. And yeah, I was right. So the other part of it took place in 2007. The original part took place in... yeah. So it's 30 years in the future. That makes a lot of sense, actually. All right, so how the movie plays out. Let's do this. Someone goes back in time. Use this method instead of going up. So Goop goes back in time, I think. No, he doesn't. No, he has... Yeah, he goes back in time. Oh, what is it? Lewis. Oh, I didn't remember the movie. Okay, so if I remember correctly, Lewis is there, chilling, living his life, and the bullhead guy shows up. No, his science project gets ruined by the bullhead guy, so he isn't a creative inventor anymore, right? Or like he gives up or something, and his kid, I forgot his name, needs him to keep doing, or else he won't exist in the first place. So he takes him to the future. Takes him to the future to then fix the other time machine to stop the bullhead guy or something with the plan. He meets the family, blah, blah, blah. They bring back a dinosaur from the olden ages to... sorry, I read the comment. All that fancy jazz happens. And then something occurs in the movie. Something. Which causes another timeline to be created with the hat is like in all power control and stuff. And then that world turns out pretty bleak and bad. And he's like, well, yeah, your world's about to be changed or whatever and stuff. And he goes back to this, not this day. Is it? Yeah, he goes back to this day when the bowler hat took over the world and whatnot. And he's like, I'm never gonna invent you. Never gonna invent you. Which, I mean, technically by the logic I was giving before, it would make another timeline where that never happened. But that brings up the grandfather paradox where, well, if that happened, how, like, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, and it'd repeat in a loop. It'd repeat in a loop, but eventually continue on. Don't imagine the people imagine the grandfather paradox like this, where there is okay, let me move these blocks around. People imagine the grandfather paradox like there's a start day and then timeline, but then you go back in time and then because you went back in time to do this specific thing, then that thing would have never started in the first place. So instead of imagining it like a line like that going up, you imagine it like this. Like this, like, actually, let me use these blocks. Actually, better idea. Let's just, do this. There you go. So it goes around like a loop like that. And it's like, they're stuck forever. They're not stuck forever. Because let's say you went back in time. Like in the grandfather paradox, you would be stuck forever. But when people say, grandfather paradox, like in Back to the Future, how he goes back in time, help the parents get together. No. You go back in time. Crap. Okay. You go back in time to make an event that is your doing and you're causing. And that it also affects the future too. I'm trying to wrap my head around this too. You do this specific event or whatever, and then you go forward in time again, back to where you just last were. You wouldn't have to go back in time anymore because you already did that. Instead, you just keep moving forward. In the grandfather paradox, if I remember correctly, you go back in time and you become your own grandfather, which then sends you through this timeline route to then have your kid, to then have your grandson, which is you going back in time. That can't happen because it's a paradox and stuff. But also, like, in also the grand scheme of the universe, that can't happen because you'd be interacting with your own self. It'd be worse than a grandfather paradox because you would be. It's like what movie it's where it's like if you interact with your past self, you'll freaking burn up and die and bleh and stuff, or whatever. It's like, okay, don't interact with your past self. Got it. That would happen. And also, that can't happen because you don't view. This is both confusing and weird. Yeah, you can't view time as a timeline. You have to view it, like I said, as a tree. So if there's a deformity in a branch, okay, you can't see time as a timeline. Time is not a timeline. Time is a thing that is time. Okay, in time, if you're just sitting in time, there is no past. Okay, we're gonna talk about dimensions. Okay, again, and Meet the Robinsons, it goes fine and dandy. We're going to talk about dimensions. Let's do this. So, time is whatever you make it. Yes. Technically true, but this is how I make time. All right. There is a dot, a single point. This is the first dimension. This is all there is, just a dot. Then you give it a line, and then 2 points. This is the second dimension. Everything in this field is two-dimensional and can only see things as two-dimensional. Imagine an MRI scan. If you look at an MRI scan, it takes like a snapshot of the top of your head to the bottom of your feet or whatever, head or whatever. And it does like a scanning imaging like that. That's how they'd see us. Or I guess front side to back side or whatever. That is 2 dimensions. 3 dimensions, that's 1, 2, 3. 3 dimensions is where it gets some, nope, wrong block. This, by the way, this shape right here is still 2-dimensional. This, oh, that's a bit too high. I'm just going to do 1. Boop, boop. And then boop, and then boop. Boop, boop, boop. Bink. This is a 3-dimensional shape. Okay? You get me? This is the 3 dimensions of stuff. It goes up. It has length. Yeah, length, width, and then depth. Or I guess, okay. Length, width, then depth. Then if you add the element of time, not the element, sorry. If you add the dimension of time, you would see the object moving through time in like every like moving forward through time. Like actually, I should probably let me use a different block. Let me use the different type of material just so it's a bit easier to see. Hope this is making any sort of sense. Probably isn't. This is just something I've always looked into. So it's, yeah, 1, 2, 3. I could be totally wrong, and I'm perfectly okay with that because I always learn something new whenever I look stuff up about this. So yeah, this is its progression through time, which if you were in that state, you can see the actual like progress of it moving forward. And then the 5th dimension is where you see all different possible, like where you see you see the beginning and then the end of that single object. Like you don't just see it going this way, you also see it going the other way, which I'll do. Let me warp these into yeah, like that. Right? Like that, and then going back in time, it was, let's use orange. Going back in time, it would look something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 2. Boop. like that. This would be viewing. Oh wait, no, I have to build another side of the thing. 1, 2, 3. And then just like nope, just like that. Viewing it through viewing it through the future, the past, the present. The past, present, and future, like that. And then if you go up to another dimension, you wouldn't just see this, but you'd also see this stuff, the different possible timelines that could happen, which if you want a visual representation of that, I guess I could build it. It'd be 3 up. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is really freaking complex. Time travel can't happen for the plain and simple reason that if it does actually happen, we wouldn't know. I saw this documentary with my dad about this kind of, where it was a spoof documentary type thing about time travel. Where this guy in the beginning, it's like this man discovered time travel, but slowly the documentary went on. He was like the man actually got caught by the government, and he decided to destroy the time machine by going back in time and like destroying the original piece of equipment that created it. And they were like, and in the end, it was like, yeah, that happened, but it was all just a folklore. Time travel never happened and never will happen. Like, it actively changed the way the documentary was like functioned. You could tell it was like fake and stuff. It was really cheesy at some points, but it's pretty cool. Like, even details in the background, characters' names changed a little bit because this one significant person died and they weren't able to be named after them. I like that. So yeah, this is time. This is dimension. This is, I think that's, so there's 1, 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this eventually it takes away from you, 6 going to 7, which goes into the universe, and then 8, 9, 10, and then 10 is every possible thing that ever could happen. Anything possible that could ever happen, or the multiverse, is the 10th dimension. And if you operate on the 10th dimension scale, not only do you see time like this, but you also see the possibilities of time like this. You would see everything. And this is why I don't think about time travel. Yeah, I do it a bit too often, but yeah, this is time travel. This is my different explanations of time travel, I guess. Back to the Future, Marvel / Loki, Meet the Robinsons, which I'd say is pretty plain and simple. Just goes back around and then says he wouldn't do that, and yeah, it's like there. Doesn't interact with his. Well, he does actually interact with his past self, which doesn't it makes him do better, which then starts a grandfather paradox, which then gets me to start this. So yeah, it would have ended up in a loop, but eventually older Lucas, I think that's his name, would eventually move on continuing forward. That's why it continues going forward like that. Yeah, your explanations are interesting, good, or interesting, like in mental illness. That's a reference. It's a reference to something. I'm not being offensive. Yeah. I'm gonna design this. Make it look like chocolate. But yeah, interesting, good, or interesting how? Cause yeah, it's weird. What the? Good. Yay! Whew. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is all I'm gonna do because I realize I've not seen a lot of time travel. I guess there's Terminator, but I also have not seen Terminator in a while. So yeah. Goodness. Nope. I just want to let me hold up. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I just want to be able to finish this. There's no reason to do this, but it's just fun. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow is Thursday. I'll try to get a video out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. If I'm able to, it'll probably be a Hermitcraft stream again. No, not an actual. Oh, oops. Not an actual like Hermitcraft episode, but another stream. I got some stuff to still do. I'll probably think of a video concept throughout the day. if I think of something. I don't know if you guys have any ideas what I could just talk about for hours and hours. Probably could have done this on a Hermitcraft stream.
But I purposely didn't because it would not make sense.
But, did I add fences? I did add fences. Oops. But yeah. All right, cool. Let me just, not what I wanted, but okay. Oh, wait, this needs, oops, both of them need that path. Orange. There you go. And over here, you need your path 2, and then up here, you guys need the chocolate squares. Perfect. This is time travel. If you guys enjoyed, cliche outro, cliche fun outro, and that's all. That is. I won't be able to make lives pretty busy for me right now. That is fair. It is chaotic for me too. That's why I've kind of been trying to do these shorter streams. Let's see, this is an hour? It's an hour! Dang it! Oopsie poopsie. But yeah, alright, so.
Cliches. Yeah.
Thank you to Yeon, Mitsuba, and Pavender, that's everyone, for joining in today's stream. If you enjoyed cliche stuff, probably another stream. Do not on the mic. Probably another stream tomorrow. Hopefully, if not, maybe not. Who knows? Definitely one Saturday. Not sure if I could do one on Friday. Yep, this is time travel. This is Back to the Future. This one is Loki and Marvel. Marvel, Loki. That is a TARDIS. Meet the Robinsons, Grandfather Paradox, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth dimensional talking and speaking. This is going to be, what the heck? This is going to be an interesting video to watch and play back later. All right. Thank you, everyone. And then that's it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye. Woo! Nice. Another successful stream, I think. I don't know. It's pretty confusing. I confused myself. I've been listening to music in my headphones the entire time. Let's see what we got. We got just good old Lovejoy. And this new song. I played it twice. It was that mesmerizing while streaming, and I couldn't, hum the lyrics. Bye, Pavender. Whew, all right. Yeah. We can end the stream now. I said, hey, we can end the stream. Okay, fine. I guess I'll stay here. Hey, maybe at this moment I'll actually tell some, pretty cool stuff about me. So, I guess we can start off with my real name. It's pretty strange, not one that is common. Actually, I don't think anyone else actually has this name, which is pretty fun and I'm pretty proud of.